Welcome, Aries. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your reading. And I pulled for you the Three of Cups, which is describing beautiful emotional support, uh, safety, protection, a place where you can, among intimates, trusted intimates and allies, go very deeply, expose your vulnerability, process something that is difficult, in order to get to the other side of the difficult feelings, which is what you are able to celebrate with this community, this group of friends, these intimates with whom you share this not only experience but process of coming through to the light, bringing support to whatever it is you're going through. And my sense is telling me that you are preparing yourself to do something that you find very difficult, that you feel may upset others, or that is incumbent upon your speaking your truth and sounding out. Preparing for that is provided for you with this circle of intimate support that you've cultivated over many years, a lot of distance. In your present, we have the Seven of Cups. And yes, part of the reason that you are preparing for the delivery of some message or truth or attention to something that feels uncomfortable to you is part of your contemplation of options that are now available that you had not considered before, as you are moving forward towards something new for yourself. And you're looking at things very clear that you can achieve the kind of superficial or material rewards that you once didn't think were important to you. You're now realizing that their importance is merely a validation of the effort that you put in now that you understand your value. So that your value in some way is limitless compared to the way that you undervalued your contribution in the past. In the past, we have the Queen of Wands. And this is showing the kind of inherent passion that comes with everything that you do, Aries. You're full of the love of life, the energetic excitement in pursuing new paths, particularly those that speak to you as an individual, those that distinguish you as unique. This is an energy that comes naturally to you, and that you are in some ways leaning on in this new effort, but you're directing this energy in a very different way, a much more strategic way than you have in the past. You're less fearless because you're paying attention to all the signs in a way that you may not have paid attention in the past. And that attention is because of your own maturity, the experiences you've gathered and accumulated over the years that are giving you information that you once disregarded or ignored. In the future, we have the Seven of Wands, and sevens are a usual confirmation that you are on a path that's unique to you. So I love this energy in that you are setting out clear boundaries. You are not seeing yourself as the fixer, as the provider, the supporter for everyone else. You're really consolidating your energy and focusing it in a way that is determined to achieve your goals. And a lot of this is not only a greater self-acceptance of who you are and what you really desire, what you really need, but is also the result of your intention around having grown, having matured, having accepted who you are, but realizing, like the alchemist, You have been refining your nature over many years of experience, and therefore you understand that the power to change things in the external world is directly related to the way in which you have managed internal change, how you have become the change you want to see in the world. And this is part of the alchemy that's being evoked by your clarity around your purpose and mission. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you and hope that this reading is resonating for you. If you're liking this video, please like the video, literally. Please share it with others if you feel so inclined, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the support that I get from all of you, so thank you. And I pulled the grief card. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. This is, I believe, referencing to a period in your life where you are experiencing the residual waves of grief. The loss, the literal loss that you have experienced may not have been so recent or imminent, but it has provoked a whole sense of clarity and exchange, communication with those from whom you once sought the love, attention, and support that you did not always feel that you received. And so this is part of your processing this huge absence in your life. And all the things that you are learning as a result of your exchange with these individuals when they were alive, and the way that you have come to become limitless beyond their limited expectations for you. And there's almost a sense of their disappointment with you. And there's a part of you that understands now that they saw the gifts that you are now actualizing, but didn't know how to honor those, didn't know how to show you the love and gratitude that they felt for the things that you did for them, the love that they shared for you. In the present, the Seven of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Always have to check with the Egyptian deck. I do appreciate that the gender is non-specific in a lot of these cards, and in that way it makes it more open-ended and more fluid. And I do think that that is important if we think in spiritual terms around our experiences in this life and perhaps through others. It is likely we have been on other genders from other cultures. We've had a breadth of experiences that transcends what we define as gender in this culture. So, having said all that, I do believe that the King of Pentacles is an energy that has always characterized your focus on stability and security, your internalized sense of being a caregiver, a provider, one who takes care of business, who gets things done. The buck stops with you. This is very much the energy of the parent, because part of your clarity around your functionality in terms of your community, your family, is a result of a way that you have, perhaps inadvertently, for on your own behalf, but very consciously as a parent, protected your child, protected your children in a way that you understand beyond your own needs and your own behaviors or patterns. You have actively cultivated not only your offspring, but your creative productivity is something that's important to you. The ability to mine that inner child connection that we all have with our mission in this life, with the various elemental energies and uh, guides from other spheres and other levels. This is something that you have consciously protected and are protecting as the result of your clarity now about a new project you have moving forward that you believe delivers the kind of service that constitutes your contribution to the culture, to your community, to your family. In the past, the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Five of Cups and the Seven of Swords. There's a lot of heartache here in the past that I do believe you are processing. And in some ways, I do think that has to do with the kind of protection I see around you. I think that as we heal, we continue to process old wounds in newer, more empowered ways. And I believe that is something that you're doing. You're looking at the kind of rejections you've experienced in your life, and you are, again, validating your own value, your own essence, your own purpose, your own gifts. Even if others didn't want you or them, you understand that that is not a judgment against you. It doesn't mean it didn't hurt, but you've learned how better to evaluate, assess, and choose allies and supporters who do value who you are and what you have to offer. And this has been a progression beyond a kind of harsh environment in which you were heavily criticized or really limited in your role, perhaps in your family of origin. This is also the result of a harsh educational system in which no one quite thought you had what it took to do something that you wanted to do or something that you were tasked to do. And that caused you, despite your outward confidence, because you show a lot of heart, enthusiasm, and willingness to do what needs to be done. That is just who you are. But you were perhaps mocked, made fun of, not taken seriously, uh, um, misseen, misconstrued, or misunderstood by others who devalued you, degraded you, denigrated your efforts in a way that really hurt and wounded you additionally to already feeling so limited in what you were allowed to do or permitted to do or encouraged to do. Those are things that are still at issue, and they continue to be part of a healing process, which is about attending to what you need authentically in order to meet your potential. So in the future, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Two of Wands and the Star card. Lovely. This is the first major arcana we've received, and that's a beautiful thing because this is showing your effort, the Two of Wands, to integrate what you've learned into what you already have, the skills you've already gained. And this is to the end of preparing yourself for a new audience, a new effort, a new project, facing a new community with a new perspective. And in many ways, there is a kind of waiting on the right conditions for this that are actually valid. You put out some feelers and you're looking for some feedback. And this is really a brave and courageous move because you're coming from an emotional background of a lot of wounding when you've asked for help, a lot of pushing back perhaps, or ways in which asking for help makes you feel vulnerable, and it's very scary for you. And instead, your request for help is aided by this incredible vision that you have. You're beginning to formulate what your vision looks like in a concrete, practical way. And in that way, has become your North Star. In other words, It's not a concrete vision that you're reaching towards. It's one that is unfolding as you unfold, as you develop this vision. But you don't need to have the clarity, the distinct clarity of something concrete for you to understand that this is the right direction for you. This is where your gifts truly sing and are truly needed. Let me finish up this reading, Aries, with a flora and fauna of Africa, homage to Mother Land, Mother Earth, and I pulled the red-headed vulture. And the key word is self-respect. I love that. In addition to this beautiful Scotch thistle, which is the background plant associated with this vulture. Accept your flaws and strive to be a better you. Learn from your mistakes and move on. It will be very rewarding. Thank you so much, Aries, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.